Damn, dropped at the wrong time. Yes, you did.
Oh
Yes, you
no.
did, Buck. But we love you.
Yeah.
Even though we make fun of you sometimes.
Yeah, you just miss when we just talk crap about Ahsoka. No, he's going to unsubscribe. We didn't talk crap. We love Ahsoka. All right, so let's talk about the trailers that came out in the Super Bowl, at least the main ones. Not Fast 27. I don't care about the Fast and the Furious. I know you liked it. Transformers, that's okay. I'll watch it on DVD when it comes out. Flat. What?
Oh, I haven't watched like the last 3 Transformers movies, I think.
I've watched them because my son used to love them. So, and then my brother-in-law loves them. He sent me the whole box set, so I have them somewhere. Yeah, it's like all of them. So I have them on digital. I have them on DVD on Blu-ray. So if you ever want them, we should do a rewatch here. No, we won't. Never. They're so bad, dude. After the second one, it's so bad. I like Bumblebee, and now they're going away from Bumblebee.
I haven't watched it.
That's great. That's a great Transformers movie because it's not Michael Bay and talking about spectacle, but some people love them. That's why we're getting another one.
Yeah.
All right. So the Flash. Finally, we got the trailer after all the drama, all the issues going out there. Is it gonna get canceled? Are they gonna recast and redo the whole movie? Ezra Miller will say it. I'm not a fan of all the allegations.
I wouldn't even say allegations. Like he's been arrested a couple times.
He's been arrested for fighting and stuff, things like that, but there are allegations of worse things, I believe.
Oh, yes.
Kidnapping, all that stuff.
Yes.
He's getting help, which we hope is true, or they are getting help, I should say. I am good sometimes if putting the art and the artist, separating them and being able to watch it. But if we're going to talk about it, we'll make comments. I wish he wasn't in this. Texting with my brothers. Hopefully after this, okay, thanks for your service and you're done. We don't need to see him again. So let's talk about the trailer because I think he's a pretty good Barry Allen. And the trailer did what trailers are supposed to do, and it's excite people for the movie that's coming out. And even if you're not a fan of The Flash, you got 2 Batmans, Batfleck, Michael Keaton, Supergirl, saw this back even though Man of Steel is not there. What are your thoughts on this Flash trailer? Are you excited to see this movie?
Okay, some preface. I am the kind of person that's been very, 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 very hard on. I won't even say hard. I think I've been just with Warner Brothers and how they constantly avoid talking about the issues they have, not just Ezra Miller, but J.K. Rowling also. But I haven't been very happy with how they've handled the Ezra thing, and I can't lie, they made the perfect trailer for me to go like one more chance. And I will say, like, go back on Robert Downey Jr.'s history as an actor.
Yeah.
Not a lot of good stuff in there in his early days. He went away. He got better.
He was in jail.
He did. Yeah, he did time. He came back. Nobody wanted to work with him. Even listen to the stories of Jon Favreau saying to Marvel, like, I want to bring this guy to be Iron Man. They're like, you're crazy. You're freaking crazy. And look how that turned out. Yeah. So I am a believer that if he's sincere about getting help, he should get help and get better, because Ezra Miller is a phenomenal actor. He is. I've always liked their work, and I think there's room for them to get better and come back. But I really hope that those comments from Peter Safran, that they're getting them help and, you know, helping Ezra be better. I really hope that's true, because I'm not a fan of what I've seen come out of from, you know, their mishaps. So we'll see. But the trailer on a vacuum, I thought it was insane. I loved it. I loved every single second of it.
Yeah, I'm on that same boat because I liked him as Barry, and I think they're a pretty good actor. So I'm not gonna on that point. And I was excited for the Flash when it got announced, even though it's gone through I don't know how many iterations and directors and writers. But it looks like they hit a very nice point here, bringing Ben Affleck again to kind of finish up his stint as Batman. Kind of again more reserved at this point, since we kind of just take it easy. You're gonna mess up the world and all this. But the selling point is Michael Keaton, 1989 Batman being back. And I'm never this, just let's move on. But when you give me that music, that Danny Elfman music, when it showed up, I'm like, oh man, they got me. Also, I think Batman 89 it's the first movie that I remember. It might have been Batman Returns, but it still plays. The first movie I remember actually going to a theater, staying in line. Laguna Gardens in Puerto Rico, where there was still a movie theater out there. I know it's not. They used to have the best sound system, THX.
I was not born in '89.
Oh, sorry. It's my first sequel. I remember my dad took us, me, my brothers, one of our friends. So I very vividly remember that era. So I'm happy to see him back. And it got me. Like, looks interesting.
I mean,
Supergirl looks great.
I loved her. She looks amazing. And as someone who has read Flashpoint, I could quickly identify the things they're taking from the story. And it made me very, very excited. So I'm excited for this movie to come out and see everyone. And like you, I didn't see 89 in the theater because I hadn't been born, but I did have a box set of all 4 movies, and I remember going to see the last Schumacher one, Batman and Robin, in theaters. But again, Michael Keaton was a huge part of my development as a Batman fan, because as I was reading the comics, Batman Begins hadn't come out yet, so I loved those 4 movies, even though he was only in 2 of them. But I'm excited to have him back, and if they want to bring back Clooney, then let's do it. Val Kilmer, unfortunately, probably can't, but let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, Batman Forever. I really like that movie, and I still watch it if it comes out. I'll watch. Okay, I haven't watched it in about 25 years, but when I like Jim Carrey being silly Riddler.
Man, Alden Diaz is always talking about Batman Forever, and I rewatch all those 4 movies right before the Batman.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be honest, I don't think any of them hold up.
I'll say I just said that I haven't watched them in a decade, so maybe I'm in that same boat.
I mean, I didn't enjoy. I did, but it was so weird. They're all so weird. Maybe you should watch them.
I will eventually. I don't know. We'll see.
Buck has comments. Okay.
Oh no.
Here we go. Barry Allen is one of my favorite characters. Ezra never did Barry right. Love Ezra's acting, but dislike them as Barry. Even more so since I think Ezra would have been a better Wally West, which is the other Flash. I don't know if Buck agrees with that, but I've always thought that. I honestly like him as Barry Allen, but I've never had an attachment to Barry Allen in the comics because when I started reading comics, Barry Allen was dead. So he was never my Flash. So, and what else? Batman 89 was my first theater experience at age 3. Keaton is my Batman. Wow.
Man, I was 9 at this point. Were you? I gotta rethink all my.
I was negative 4.
This is a kids show. It's supposed to be not kids show. It's an all ages show. You already said shit once, so I can't keep saying it. Sorry to my kids if they're watching this.
You can't say the S word. I thought it was the S word. I thought it was.
You can say whatever you want.
I can. I've been watching my mouth for a year now.
When we do the Spanish show, we'll just curse in Spanish all day.
Oh, that's gonna be hard not to do. It would be great as impulse. Okay, maybe.
I don't know. Now you're going past my time. Too ahead of my time, I should say. The only thing I'm going to, just to end up with the Flash, is there's a line where he says, "Oh, I made a world with no metahumans."
Yes.
And now the reports that Kang's Dynasty, the big Avengers film, it's a world without superheroes. It's the same thing. So we're just everyone's doing the same thing.
By the way, that article gave us more of Kang than the movie did. More of his intentions, I'll say, because he's in the movie a lot.
Yeah.
But
all right, so let's jump.
One last thing I wanted to mention: Ezra is in the movie like as 3 different characters, 2 different characters. So. Makes sense why they can't just kick him out and make the movie.
I know. When I saw the trailer, there's no way they can redo this. No, they're not gonna throw a bad girl and chuck it.
One last chance, Ezra.
Yeah, and even if the movie's great, they need to show some progress.
Oh yeah, no, if the movie is the best movie ever, it doesn't erase what they did.
Sure. All right, so Guardian of the Galaxy 3 gave us their second trailer. We saw Star-Lord, we saw Gamora there back as the love interest. Maybe, maybe not. The Supreme Intelligence, all the experiments he's doing. Groot to me looks weird. Adam Warlock, I'm very interested in Adam
I have
Warlock. He's
no idea how they're gonna integrate him in the story. Like I
no,
every time we see the trailers and he shows up, I'm like, all right, he's in the movie.
yeah, he
Because
should be a big part of it. He wasn't in the
uh,
Infinity War, man. He needs to be a big part here, at least
I
going forward. I don't know.
I think so, yeah. Because Infinity War was like his big story in the
Yeah,
comics. So
yeah. So my brother, when I mentioned, was watching Ant-Man the other day. If you think I'm old, he's even older. So if I ever get you here, Jose, you're the old one of the family. Um, the Infinity Gauntlet trilogy comic, that was his favorite thing. He
okay,
wrote Silver Surfer was his favorite. He had Silver Surfer 1. He spent like $100 getting that one. And Adam Warlock is one of his favorite characters. So he's been pumped for him. So I'm hoping that they do justice for that character. Are you a fan of the Guardians trilogy? And now did this really do it for you? Are you excited for the movie?
I am. I'm very much a fan. I think that's my favorite Marvel franchise right now,
Okay.
at least in the MCU. I
Mhm.
won't lie. I hadn't read a
Mhm.
Guardians comic before that movie came out. I'm very excited. The movie looks great, and they keep pulling at those heartstrings.
Yeah. Yeah. I
There's a
wasn't the
beat at the end I did not love, but
so the one that carrying everyone, or no? It's Star Lord. I'm falling in love with.
Nebula.
Yeah,
That's so
I'm
weird.
hoping that doesn't
I'm
happen.
hoping that's something that's going on in the movie, and
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't the biggest fan of Volume 2. I enjoyed it
okay, I
because
love it. I
the
love it.
first one, like I said, is probably my top 5, top 7 MCU movies. After all the Avengers, it's hard now to kind of think which are top 5. But I really loved that movie when it came out. Volume 2, I was a little bit disappointed, but I've only watched it twice. Maybe I'll probably watch it before the third one comes out. Maybe I'll change my tune. So I'm excited for this one, but not kind of, yay, finally the third one is coming out. If I'm being honest, the trailers haven't sold me on it.
Oh
I don't
wow,
know really. It looks interesting. I like the Supreme Intelligence, right? That's the name.
I
Uh, whatever his name is. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is this Supreme Intelligence the
No,
Captain
that's
Marvel? Yeah,
from
it's
his,
the Captain
yeah.
Marvel thing.
Whatever. The guy with the, he was in Peacemaker, which I love
Yeah,
his
yeah.
acting in Peacemaker. So he looks great. Again, Adam Warlock, very interested to see where that story goes, because he was introducing the second one from his cocoon, just mentioned. But I don't know what the story is. Is it about these experiments that he's doing, trying to make people better? Rocket Raccoon say he just doesn't like how things are. And like I said, emotional beats. We're all thinking that Rocket is gonna
I
die
don't
at the
know.
end of this.
I don't know if Rocket's dying, but those scenes with Baby Rocket being
Yeah,
tortured are
yeah,
gonna.
they're hard. This is something they've been building up
Yep,
since
they
the
have.
first one.
They
Yeah,
have.
so that's gonna be. I don't know. I miss old Groot. Baby Groot was fine. Teenage Groot was okay. This 20-year-old Groot just looks weird to me. Is it a prosthetic? Is it CG?
Is it
Doesn't
Vin
have a
Diesel
neck.
crouching?
Maybe he said, put me there. His family. I gotta be there. So I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I'm not. Yay! That trailer really sold
Okay.
it for me. But
No,
we'll see.
I'm very excited. I'm very
I'll
excited.
watch it. And then the last one, just to finish up, changing pace a little bit. Indiana Jones 5. Very excited for this one. I rewatched Crystal Skull about 2 weeks ago. Enjoyed it a lot more than I did when it
Okay.
came out.
Okay.
The monkey scene, yeah, that you can cut that out. I don't need to see Shia LaBeouf just going Tarzan all over the place, because it was bad. I'll say it was bad. But everything else, I enjoyed it. It was pretty entertaining, and it looks great. You have Harrison Ford. Who else showed up? Matt Mikkelsen, Four Water Bridge, Boyd Holbrook. Even if it was a 30-second spot, we don't know the story. I'm into it. And this is one that I really want to see. And with James Mangold directing, I expect a very good movie.
Yeah, I got the urge to watch Logan earlier today, so I'll probably watch
Okay.
it later tonight. So I'll be in that James Mangold mood. I'm excited. I've never been the biggest Indiana Jones fan. I like those movies, but I've never been the. So when Skull came out, I wasn't like, oh, the sacrilege. I was like, yeah, it wasn't as good as the rest of them, but I don't really like that movie, having rewatched it since it came out, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I will say there are some scenes in the trailer that remind me a lot of Crystal Skull, which have me
Okay.
a little bit worried, just a little bit. But I'm excited. I'll be there first for the first screening available. For sure.
Good. Go watch Temple of Doom, and then you'll see. Okay, it's not that bad. So I
Really,
have watched.
I like Temple of Doom. I'm one of those people.
I went in a weird order. I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark, and this is since last year. Raiders of the Lost Ark, then I went to Crusades, which is my favorite one, and then about a month and a half ago, I watched Temple of Doom. Not good.
Okay.
And then I watched Crystal Skull, and comparing those two, Crystal Skull, at least for myself, was a lot better.
I like Temple of Doom because of the horror elements to it.
Okay, but it's so weird also that then there's aliens in this one. It's like, did you watch Temple of Doom? They're ripping people's heart out. There's zombies and
in Raiders of the Lost Ark, someone's
there's ghosts.
face melts.
Yeah, face melts. There's ghosts in the Last Crusade. There's Templars ghosts. So these movies are weird. All right, so
they are there.
So I don't mind it too much. All right, so that brings an end to our show today. Thanks for everyone for joining us. A lot of great comments, everyone in the chat. Bug, thanks for being here. Brennan, hopefully you didn't unsubscribe. Dale, Mo, obviously sub. Thanks you all for being here today. Of course, Oti, thanks for being here. You're posting again on your other podcast. You have your reviews about movies and shows. Where can people find you?
Yeah, I have two podcasts. I have Film Not Included, which is a Spanish podcast, and I have El Podcast de Star, which is a Spanish podcast also. I've been posting Film Not Included, not in the Star Wars one, so life gets in the way. It's fine, you know.
Yeah.
You can find me over at Twitter and Instagram at EP Star Wars.
You can find it right there. You will see that on the show notes also. And thanks for joining us. Like I said, we'll be back next week with Bad Batch talk and anything else Star Wars related, and more of The Last of Us, who comes back tomorrow. So make sure to join us. We'll be here next week. And as always, stay safe, be safe, get those stories ready, and may the Force be with you.